Morning. Let's start in the session. Namaskar. Good morning. July the 16th, Brahma-Muhurata, 5:45 a.m. So today we will talk about, I'll keep it in the speaker mode so that the people are in the background. So I am not being able to see. 1 second, let me settle. Okay. So good morning. Thank you for getting up in Brahma-Muhurata. Let's start with a small prayer to Lord Ganesha. Keep your hands to the folding position. Om Ganatva Ganapati Havamahi Kavim Kavina Upama Shravastamam Chestarajam Brahmanam Brahmanastat Anaha Shunnavo Tivi Sid Sadhanam Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Guru Me Deva Karyeshu Sarvada Siddhi Buddhi Shakti Sahita Shriman Mahaganadipate Namo Namaha Nirvignam Guru. We're prostrating to Lord Ganesha to remove all the difficulties. So we're talking about flexibility and cellular intelligence, how the stiffness is nothing but the many emotions and other things we store in our different organs. They're not flowing properly, prana and stuff. So today we will talk about a little bit about mudras. Like mudras means the gesture and posture of our face, hand, other things we do to express our energies. And let me start with the basic principle of, what are the 5 elements and what are the 5 elements are stored in our fingers. Say, for example, if you see the fingers, our 5 elements, thumb represent fire. And index finger represent air. Tall finger, middle finger represent space element. And our ring finger represent earth element. No wonder why they put the ring in the ring finger so that to ground to earth it, right? And then the chinky finger is the water element, right? These are the 5 elements in our fingers. And the rules are very simple. If these 5 elements are there, how do you increase, decrease, or balance the 5 elements? Very simple. These people have figured it out, several thousand years ago. So if you have the 4 finger, this is basically your air, space, earth, and water. If you put the thumb, which is a fire element, below any of these fingers, this element goes up. Very simple. So if you put our finger below our index finger, so our air element goes up. Put it below the space, it goes up. Below the earth goes up element. And below the pinky finger, the water element goes up. And if any of these fingers, we put it below the thumb, that below the fire, which is a fire element, that element goes down. For example, if you put the index finger below the thumb, so below the thumb like this, so the air element goes out, space element goes down, earth element goes down, and water element goes out. Pretty straightforward, right? Fire element if our hands, palms are upward, energy movement is upward. And if our palms are downward, energy movements are down, right? So these are the 5 elements, right? And then there is the third element is to balance. So if we touch both these fingers on the top, so we balance air element, we balance space element, we balance earth element, and we balance water element. Isn't it phenomenal? When you put the thumb below this, fire element increases this element. When those fingers goes below the fire element finger, those element goes down. Namaskar, Lakshmi ji. We were talking about five element. And when we need to put both these fingers together, so fire and air elements are balanced because fire is a balancing energy. Then space and uh, fire elements are balanced. Earth and fire elements are balanced, and fire and water elements are balanced. So these are the five elements. How do you increase, decrease, or balance? Isn't it beautiful? Simple, right? Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about something which we can use this finger in a practical case. Say, for example, what are the mudras? Today we'll cover what are the mudras which are real. Like if you have to come terms with our past, because we have so much of emotional baggage which we carry from our past. So I'll read out this small paragraph from Yoga in Your Hands by Gardio Harshich. This author talks about the mudra for coming to terms with the past. If we want contentment and peace in our everyday life, there is no way to avoid clearing out what has burdened us in the past. This does not mean looking at the past over and over, but opposite. We can free ourselves from old resentments, anger, prejudices, feeling of guilt, from everything that weight us on us. The best means to achieve this is forgiveness. Forgiving the other person and forgiving yourself. But perhaps we cannot do this alone. Then we can ask our inner wisdom, our higher self, or the divine within us for help. Forgiveness, according to Jesus and founders of all other great religion, is the most difficult thing. But the best path to find inner peace, even if we can just manage to forgive a little, and in time to forgive a little more, then the gateway to a new light-filled future will open for us. We have only truly forgiven our fellow human beings and ourselves when we can imagine them to be happy and wish them all good things and much love from the depth of our heart. We must often go through a great deal of pain to achieve this goal. So forgiveness, and I will tell you today 4 mudras which can be used in forgiving ourselves. And that mudras we can do it anytime during the day, 5 to 15 minutes, and you can help supposition of your all the past things are going away. So one is a Shunya Mudra. In the Shunya Mudra, what we do is we take our hand and we take our space finger. This is space. Bend it. Try it with me if you can. Bend it, this finger, you bend it and keep the thumb on top of it. And let the other 2 fingers are like this. So take our space finger, which represents space, the middle finger, and put the thumb on top of it. Like this. Same way for the other hand, do this. Right? And this palm facing above, energy is going upward, we can sit like that. So this is Shunya Mudra, because Shunya, space is a Shunya, right? Middle finger represents space and that moment. So sit like this, close your eyes. We can do our heartfulness cleaning. At the cleaning time, we can do that, or just have this supposition of, forgiving the person you have in your mind or whatever is weighing us down. So this Shunya Mudra, which is a space element, because in love you need space. So middle finger represents space and we are sitting in that order. Okay. So this is the first mudra which can help us in getting rid of the past or clean ourselves. The second mudra is called detoxification mudra. In the detoxification mudra, we take our thumb and put it in between the ring finger, put it in the ring finger. This thumb comes in the ring finger and hands are like this. You can see this. Between the ring finger, you're touching and pressing the ring finger from the side. So this ring finger is put in the side. This is detoxification. Anytime you're doing any kind of detoxification in your body, like your cellular activity is having some problem, you think that, okay, some cellular metabolic activities are not working. So this is a detoxification. We can do it for 15% whenever we are chanting something, that detoxification. So this is the second detoxification mudra, where we put our thumb to the ring finger from the inside, both the hands, and we can put the palms up and we can sit there. So this is the second detoxification mudra. Third mudra is basically very simple mudra, and this has many other benefit, but this can also help invoking the divine union with us. And we all know that particular mudra. It is called Anjali mudra, where we keep all the 5 fingers, we touch together, hands are folded, even thumbs are touching together, and that we put it outside our heart chakra. And another thing in this mudra, when we want to forgive ourselves is, and Lakshmiji, you can even record, we are recording it, so you can replay it also, so that you can take the notes later. So you in this Anjali mudra, and what we do is, like, you close your eyes, touch it with your heart, and you plus that other soul whom you are forgiving is also connected with your soul through these 5 elements together. And you can also release the pressure by putting both the hands upward like this. You must have seen that, Jesus Christ and many other lords, they put this hand, palms up in the air, all joined together, this one, and then from there, you can do it 1 or 2 times. Close your eyes, forgiving the person and whatever, Anjali Mudra, and then you can release that energy to the universe. That person is released, I am released, I have forgiven myself. So this is the third mudra which can help us in forgetting the past and getting rid of it. And the fourth mudra is a very simple mudra. It is called Vardha mudra. The Vardha mudra, we just simply put our hand like this, downward flowing. And you must have seen that in many places, God and goddesses give this mudra and this mudra. Here, both the hands in the Vardha mudras are looking down, and you keep them in your thighs. So things are flowing down. Very simple, open palms, fingers are separate, open, no pressure, just open it and let it flow down. Right? In certain places, you have seen the mudra like this, God and goddesses have this mudra on his blessing, letting it go. So it flows down. It flows down whatever emotions are there, and you can get the feeling. You can read this. I forgive myself for all the wrong thing that I have done and or said. I forgive you for all the wrong thing that you have done and or said. So that way you let it go. Let it go. So these are the 4 mudras, I think, which will help us get rid of our past. Let's get back to our warm-up exercises. Sit straight so that your spine cord is sitting as if some thread is pulling upward. You can keep the chin mudra. We'll talk about in the next session the other chin mudra and other prayer mudras also for evoking our spiritual thing. Because whatever we do in the morning in Brahma-Muhurata, all yoga, asana, prayer, we're basically doing in such a way that we achieve God realization, being one with ourselves. Right? So in the chin mudra, you sit and you just pay attention to breathing from your navel. When we breathe in, navel goes round, and when we breathe out, squeeze your navel when we breathe out as much as you can. Engage core muscle of your body here. Breathe in, breathe out. One more, breathe in, breathe out. Engage your core muscle. During the whole 1 hour session, you breathe in from the navel. Whatever we do, just stay focused on breathing. And now we take our both hands in the front and bend backward, stretching the muscles of our wrist very gently. And every time you're doing something, being very slow, being aware, engage each muscles. And then put the thumb inside and make a fist. And there start rotating your muscle and start taking your hand outside. Do it very slowly with full awareness so that every muscle cell is in your awareness. Take your hand behind as much as you can. And once you reach where shoulder blades are stretched, You reverse the movement and bring those hands forward. This way we are engaging all the hand muscles, shoulder blades, which are all part of the auxiliary respiratory muscles. So this is the first exercises we do in the morning. Second, we join our hands together and very gently take them outside. And don't forget to keep breathing and do it very slowly. And slowly take your hands upper your head. Actually, very slowly, so that you are engaged, you're aware, no rush in the morning because we are warming up these muscles. And keep breathing in your stomach. And then we'll go to the left and we'll do 2 breathings there. Turn to the left, breathe in, breathe out. Stretch your right part of the chest, breathe in, breathe out. Now we'll go to the other side. Gently, you do 2 breaths here, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Come into the middle, and now we look up and bend backward. Do 2 rounds of breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now bring hands slowly to your knees. And now we will bring it hand to your knees. Very slowly. Thank you. That's very good. And now we take the right hand, keep it to the left knees, and our left hand goes backward, and we look over our left shoulder, and we'll do 2 breathing here. Breathe in, breathe out. Twist as much as you can by looking over your left shoulder so that your shoulders are twisting your spinal cord. Be gentle, follow your body, whatever is allowed. Gently breathe in, breathe out. And now bring the hands together, and left hand goes to the right knees, right hand goes backward, and look over your right shoulder, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring both the hands forward. Bring your body forward. And be very gentle. Follow your, I know you have some challenge in the back, but you can still do that slowly. Build strength. This will build the strength in your spinal, especially your lower weak area, which is little need attention. So it will help you. And the last warming up exercise we do for this auxiliary respiratory muscle is you do the neck exercise and do very slow and gentle. Bend your head forward, keep breathing. Take your neck to the left, breathe in, breathe out. Neck backward, breathe in. Neck to the right, being aware about every neck muscle. Backward, neck to the forward, breathe in. This time we'll go to the right, breathe in right. Very gentle. Be aware about every muscles which is being engaged by backward, left, forward, and come back to the normal. So that way we have done this 5 exercises by which we engage all the respiratory muscles are warmed up. And now we will do, first is Bhastrika. We breathe in gently up, breathe in. And with intensity, we bring the hand down with intensity. We'll do 2 rounds of it. Breathe in, breathe out. And breathe in, breathe in. and feel the energy. It should generate heat in your body because you're engaging these muscles. Hand should not be in the front, it should be on the side so that your side blade, your shoulder blades are getting engaged and your lungs are getting engaged. And when you do this, take out all the air inside because our lung is a seat of deep-seated grief and sadness. So you're not only just removing the air from here, you're also throwing out all the emotions stored in your lungs out of your lungs. Okay, we'll do the second round of 8. This is Bhasrika, which is the first cleaning pranayama. And then second one, we will do Kapalbhati. In the Kapalbhati, focus is only on exhale. And we do quick exhale. Inhale will happen automatically. We will do 2 rounds of 108 Kapalbhati, where we basically exhaling using our diaphragm and our stomach. Like that, we will do 108 2 rounds. But you follow your body. Wherever you stop, you just bend back forward, exhale, and wait for others to join. Right? Follow your body, whatever you can do, 50, 60, whatever is your body allows you to do that. But I will keep the count. And you can do one thing. I normally put my fist to open my 3 chambers of my right lungs and 2 chambers of my lungs so that I have exposed my whole body. And there I will focus. I breathe in and I just exhale. Let's do 2 rounds, 1 round of 108. Entrance is bend forward, exhale completely, exhale, and then you coming normal position, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is very good because now we are engaging our diaphragm, visceral organ. We had already drank warm water before that. It is vibrating and cleaning up and engaging in internal muscles. It is very good to tighten up our abdominal muscles and internal visceral organs. Okay, let's get ready for the second round of 108. Breathe in and exhale 108 times. forward, exhale completely, exhale, 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 exhale. And then when you're coming backward, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So this way you can see the energy running and activating. A lot of muscles have been engaged in this. And feel the positive vibrations in your body. So this is the second cleansing pranayama I do. And third one we do is Anulom Vilom, which is basically to ground our sympathetic and parasympathetic system, as well as Surya and Chandranadi balancing. There we take these two fingers, index finger and middle finger, and we put it near our Marma point. There's a heart Marma point in our palm. So we put it in such a way that I can do my right nostril closing, left nostril closing using this finger while pressing the Marma point in our hand. Okay, and the left hand can be in the chin mudra on our palms. So we will, and this hand is raised so that it is 90 degree, opening the three chambers of the lungs. So what we do is we start 2 rounds of 8. We will start first, close the right nostril, breathe in left, stop, breathe out right, breathe in right, switch, breathe out left. We'll do 2 rounds of 8 and do it at your own pace as slow as you want to. Breathe in right, breathe out left, breathe left. Right. 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 Really belly breathing. Remember belly breathing. Right in, switch left out, left in, right out, left out, right, left in, right. The face, breathe in and breathe out, and feel the calming and grounding energy it creates in the systems. Another,
Should this be 4, 8, and 16? 4, 16, and 8.
yes, that is the recommended for you, Alokji. You're right. You can do different variations of it. In your case, I've suggested you breathe in, you hold the breath, and then you breathe out, and then you breathe in, you hold the breath and breathe out. So you do Kumbhaka, and that's a very nice thing, which is specifically recommended for you. Yes, that number is correct. And then you can increase that number also as you
You
forward.
can go to 4, 24, and
Correct, correct. Longer you do Kumbhaka, better it is for you. And
Okay.
you take, 4 to 8 in whatever you can hold and then out. So each space you can increase it as per your capacity. But more benefit you have when you hold the breath, it will be longer. That is Kumbhaka, because then you're increasing the lung capacity and you're letting that oxygen get absorbed in the blood supply. So it's a very, very, very powerful, and it has no contraindications. It can be done anytime too. Anytime during the day you're feeling anxious, little nervous, worried, or you just want to clean yourself, ground yourself, and balance yourself. Yeah. So the fourth cleansing pranayama we do is Agni Sar, where we put our thumbs, hands to expand. There we use our diaphragm to first completely exhale, bend forward and exhale. When we think we have exhaled enough, we exhale more. When we exhale completely, we hold our breath. Our stomach is empty, lungs are empty. We hold our breath. We come back to the normal position. And with the help of diaphragm, we squeeze 8 times. So that way it will be pressing our liver on the right, spleen on the left, pancreas in the middle, and squeezing all the toxin out of our system, which increase appetite and clean our digestive system. So let's do 2 rounds a day. Bend forward, exhale completely, exhale more, exhale more, exhale more. When you think you have exhaled completely, hold your breath and come back and squeeze your diaphragm. And inhale. Exhale, inhale. So you see, you are really squeezing your stomach muscle inside when there is no air in our lungs and body. Okay, let's do one more round of this. And I use hand as a leverage to come back. Exhale, bend forward, exhale, exhale completely, exhale completely. Hold your breath and then come normal. Inhale. So these are the 4 cleaning pranayama, and all the cleaning pranayama, we do 2 rounds. Do this every day, because somebody I was talking to, he says, like, I asked him, like, how long you do the Surya Namaskara? He says, you do 1,000 plus Surya Namaskara before you see the impact of Surya Namaskara. Similarly, in the last 26, 27 sessions, we are doing this 4 cleaning pranayama and the 4 rejuvenating pranayama, and that should become part of our normal life, unless there's a special recommendation for something. Okay. So now we do remaining 4 pranayama. There we only do 1 round, and these 4 pranayama, we never do more than 17. But in this session, we will do only 1 round of 8 of each of those pranayama. So this is Brahmari. Here we take our hand, we close our thumbs completely using the triangular muscle. So here we close it completely, and we keep our index and middle finger on our eyes, and let index finger and pinky finger stays on the thing. We breathe in slowly, and when we breathe out, we make a sound like with this sound, our skull will vibrate, and that vibration will vibrate our pituitary gland, pineal gland, thyroid gland, and thymus gland to balance our hormonal balances in our chemical reactions in our body. Okay, let's do 1 round of 8. Make sure your ear is closed. Feel the cosmic vibrations by keeping your eyes closed in your head, in your upper part. This pranayama activate all the top 5 chakras, and we feel the vibrations in our upper body as if we are vibrating and humming the way Mother Earth is humming the sound. Okay. So next one we will do, Uji, where we will take the hand, where we join our palms, all fingers together. Remember, now we know the 5 elements. Right? So there, this bone of our hand will touch our pelvic bone. Left hand can be in the chin mudra, and we can, when we are breathing in, our hands go and we make the, when we're breathing in, we make the sound in our throat, which will clean any congestions or any bacterial growth which we having or anything which is obstructing our vocal cord. So we breathe in and we breathe out by closing our right nostril from the left nostril. Let's do one round of 8. Yeah, we do it with the right nostril. And you can keep the hand straight so that I can see the palm. Palms are facing. Okay. Let's do one round of it again. Actually, during COVID, when I did this pranayama, I didn't have to worry about COVID virus making colonies in my throat. It cleans up everything. Yeah. So the next pranayama, which is very useful in our summertime, is our Sheetli. In the Sheetli, we twist our tongue and we breathe in from our mouth between the tongue and we breathe out using the nose. We'll do one round of 8. If you can't do this, you can put your tongue behind your teeth. You can suck it that way if you can't twist your tongue. Okay. Let's do one round of it. It can be done anytime you're feeling heat in your body. It cools down the visceral organs. Okay. Remember breathing from the belly. See the cooling effect in your visceral organ. Anytime you're feeling thirsty, you don't have water, you can do this. And the last pranayama I do, you can keep the eyes closed in this pranayama. There we make this sound called Hari Om as loud as possible. I will show you first. We breathe in, our mouth open, and we have our necks are going backward. Hari Om. Mouth goes down. Om, and it continues. Do it at your own pace. It will activate Kundalini and all the other 5 top chakras. Okay, we'll do 1 round of 8 and do it at your own pace. And beneficial it is if you can do that by keeping your eyes closed. But remember belly breathing. Let's do 1 round of it. Feel the energy vibration activating the top 5 chakras. Starting past DK, all they get activated. In this sequence, if it is done regularly and genuinely, it is recommended that this can even activate your Kundalini energy. So these are the 8 pranayama we do. Now we do little form of exercise in the lower part of your body. Alokji, you already there in front. Stretch your leg forward. Stretch your leg forward. And keep your bend forward if you want as much as you can. I can't bend forward, but whatever you can by putting the hands, your legs, and bend forward. Whatever your body allows you to do that. Be very gentle to your back, but do put your hand. If you can't back bend forward, at least you keep your hand forward. Lakshmi, you can keep your hand forward and just leave it there so that little strength is being built up in your back. Okay. And now what we will do is we'll take a left foot bend. I will just remove my virtual background. I think you can't see me. Okay, let me reduce my virtual background. Please pardon my back. So keep your right leg forward, bend your left leg, put it inside your scrotum, and try to take both the hands, whatever bending is allowed and comfortable with your body. Be gentle to your back and do this exercise. And here the idea is if you can't bend forward, at least keep your hand forward as much as you can. Little stretch in the back will help strengthen the spinal cord. Whatever you can do, and slowly over a period of time, start bending forward, permitting your body limits. Okay? Breathe in and breathe out. See, the idea is to engage the muscles in the spinal cord slowly and gently without stretching. One more breathe in, breathe out. Now do the same thing. Take the right foot inside, left foot out, right in, with the left hand going forward, with the right on top. Breathe in, breathe out. Be gentle. This is stretching exercise. Another exercise we do is now take a left hand, hold your left foot in the air, take a right hand, push it under, and hold it like a baby. Join both the hands together. Alokji, try to join the hands together. Yes. And gently roll. This does not engage spinal cord. It is only engaging the ball and socket joint. Be very gentle. 8 breaths. Keep with your left hand, left foot on the ground. Now you lift with the right hand, right feet up in the air. Take left hand below and try to join both the hands together. Yeah. 8 breath here. Right foot. Join both and then join both the feet together. Make your hand and pull it together as much as possible. Keep your back and 8 breath gently like a butterfly. Gently with them, fold your legs, take them upward, and then we will do Nokasana as well as bridge post. So first lie down, and then we will do bridge post. Okay, bridge post. Here, lie down on the back, hands are on the side. Now bring both the heel closer to your hips and lift hips very slowly, one vertebra at a time, very, very slowly. Lift your hips, lift your hips. You can join both the hands like a fist below your hips and push it forward. This way, you are making a bridge pose, but your pressure is on your thighs and you're holding, maybe pushing with your fist, your hips up in the air. Do one breathing. Breathe out and slowly, slowly bring your one vertebra at a time down. Be engaged. Be as slowly as possible. One vertebra at a time. Slowly bring the hips down. One vertebra at a time. Slowly bring it. Okay. Now we'll do the Nokasana boat pose. Stretch your legs and lift your head and legs together. If required, you can have the weight. You can hold the thighs needed, or you can keep your weight balance by keeping the hands straight. Whatever works for you. Follow your body. The pressure is on the abdominal muscles. Boat and bridge poses are very good for pitta conditions. Go down, lie down, lie down, and slowly, slowly. And now the third one we do is the twisting, where take both your hand onto the side. Sit as if you're sitting on the chair. And now look left with your head. Turn your head to the left and you both the legs to the right. And slowly, slowly touch the ground with your right by looking on the left. So you're twisting your stomach. Lakshmiji, you don't do this. Breathe in, breathe out, and slowly bring your both the feet to the left hand side and rotate your head to the right hand side. Breathe in. And now come back to the middle position. Stretch your legs. Bring your hands together. Now do a quick shoulder stand. Lakshmiji, you don't do that. Alokji, you can do shoulder stand there. You can bend backward. Stay there for 2 breaths. Squeeze your stomach. Gently roll back your hip to the mat. Let me do the time check.
I have a question here.
Yes.
This I was seeing a video. Can I do shoulder stand like halasana this way, right? Like they're saying it's good for you, supposedly, and then I go like this to the halasana
Yes.
and then come back and can I do this a few times?
Yeah, you can do that. But my suggestion is right now you need to build your muscle body. I do not know how strong your middle part is. So once you have done 2 rounds of 500 Kapalbhati,
Mhm.
after that you come to these positions.
I see.
Right now, this part of the body of yours need little strengthening. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
I know you may say that asanas are linked with pranayama. Yeah, they are linked with pranayama. Like for example, in the case of Lakshmi ji, I will not recommend this. She has to just start first doing small 1-1-1, and after 3 months or 6 months, she will be able to do that. But for your case, I think you need to do more Kapalbhati, 2 rounds of 500. Once you reach that level of capacity of your lung capacity, it means you have engaged enough of your diaphragm and this muscle. So they are engaged. When they get toned out, then you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's no point stretching one muscles when they're not ready. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, Alokji, do you want to do quick 2 rounds of Surya Namaskaras?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's stand up. Stand up, hand up in the air. Let's do warm up, like take the hands up in the air. Make sure that both your hands are not going from here, they are going from here. So this is good for Vata. You take your hand up in the air, you can join the hands if you like. Look up, bend backward as gently as your body allows. Bend forward, gently touching your toes. Your, and now you keep your head rolling down as if there's no muscle on your head. You can just roll down like this. You can do left and right. You can do yes, no. But make sure your head is below your heart. Your blood is flowing away from your head, heart to your head. You can join your hands below your feet and try to bring your neck between your legs. Or you can put 2 fingers on your thumb and stretch your legs. But be gentle. Your blood is flowing from your heart to your head. You can even fold your hands together. You do any of the variation, whichever works for your body. Stay in the bent position. So there's a little stretch on your back, which is okay because you're not putting any force. And there's no neck muscle which is engaged here. And slowly, one vertebra at a time, stand up. Reverse back, stand up, slowly, slowly stand. All right. This is a very natural posture. You can do it. Yeah. And now we will do 2 rounds of Surya Namaskara. Okay. Come in the beginning of the form, in the beginning of the mat. Take both the hands up in the air, bend backward. Now bend forward, keeping the hand parallel to your body. Both the hands next to your feet. Right leg goes down, right knees on the mat. Look up. Then left foot backward in the downward dog position. Here, put a pressure on your right leg, left leg as if you're walking, and put pressure on your shoulders. The shoulder blades are stretched. Press your head towards your feet so that load is on your shoulders and both your feet are stretched. And here you put both the knees and chin on the mat. Stretch your legs and in cobra position. From here to downward dog position. Left foot forward, right knee on the mat, look up. Right leg forward, forward bend position, and slowly, slowly bend backward and hands to the heart. So this is 1 round, half round. Now we'll go bend backward, both the feet next to the feet. This time left foot goes backward, left knees on the mat, look up. Right leg goes down, both the knees and chin on the mat. Stretch your legs on the cobra position. From here, downward dog. Right legs come forward, left knees on the mat, look up. Left knees forward, back, and start going up and bend backward, hand to the heart chakra. So this is one Surya Namaskara. We'll do the second one. Both the hands backward, forward bend, hands next to the feet, right foot backward, right knees on the mat, look up. Left feet backward, downward dog position, both the knees and chin on the mat. Stretch your legs into the cobra position. From cobra to back downward dog. Left foot forward, right knee on the mat, look up. Right foot forward and slowly raise and do backward bend. And both the hands on heart chakra. Last section, both the hands backward bend, both the heads forward bend, left foot backward, left knee on the mat, look up. Right leg backward, downward dog position. Both the knees and the chin on the mat. Stretch your legs, cobra position. From here to downward dog position. Right foot forward, left knee on the mat, look up. Left foot forward, stand up, backward bend, both hands on the heart chakra. So I think we'll conclude the day. We'll go to the Shavasana, sit down gently. And actually, this one you can also do that. You can lie down if you have a place there. Lie down on the floor. What we do is just lie down. Become aware about your body. Lying down on the Mother Earth. Keep your palms facing up next to your body. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Palm facing upward. When you keep your eyes closed, make sure that there is no muscle in your body is engaged. You're not lifting your hand, neck, any muscles. Let Mother Earth hold your weight. All your weight is resting in the hand of Mother Earth. Become aware of all the contact points with Earth. See the sparkling of energies coming to our body from those touch points of Mother Earth. Be aware. Let me run this awareness that different part of your bodies are touching the earth and taking the healing energy from Mother Earth to your body. You're lying with the awareness of your left heel touching the earth, your left hip is touching the earth. Feel the sparkle of energy exchange between earth and your body, where healing energy is coming to your body. Feel the left shoulder blade resting on Mother Earth. Become aware of your left hand, palm of your left hand resting on the earth. Become aware of the head resting on your mat on the earth, and earth energy is coming to your head. Bring your awareness to the right shoulder, to the right hand, back of the palm touching the earth. From here, bring the awareness to your right hip. From there to the right feet and the right heel touching them. Being aware of all the touching points of your body resting on the earth and receiving the healing energy from it. As we all know, yoga is a union of two, our lower self and our higher self. In this union, we are one with our God, our divine. And that healing energy is within us. This awareness of oneness is achieved in yoga. Close your eyes and lie there for a few minutes and be one with yourself. Keeping the eyes closed, you can continue in Shavasana and later on meditation if you like. You're ready to come out. Bend your left leg. Take your right hand above your head and use the left hand to get up. By keeping the eyes closed, come back to the lotus position. With eyes closed, keep your hands in front of your heart, thumb touching your heart, and gently open your eyes. Thank you so much. Okay, this is the best time to start the meditation if you want and continue with your sadhana. Thank you for joining on Brahma-Muhurata on Sunday morning. You have a good Sunday. Thank you.